3 statistical secrets that you need to know heading into the Monaco Grand Prix. Welcome to the Pit Wall, your stop for fantasy Formula 1 content. You can like and subscribe for more content like this. I'm J-Jack, and let's go. First statistical secret is the track practice time. Monaco has traditionally been a 4-day race weekend. Well, starting this year, it's only 3 days. In the past, you would have free practice session 1 and 2 on Thursdays, which meant that there was no action on Fridays, but not anymore. Now that they got out like your traditional Friday free practice session 1 and 2, and then that means that there's only a 24-hour period between FP2 and the quali. So a lot of teams are able to get the data. In the past, we had to look at the third sector of Spain to give us an idea of where they might be with their pace, but now we're able to do our direct comparison. And simply, Ferrari 1-2 on top, faster than the Red Bulls. Now, this is going to have to be tempered a little bit because of the temperatures and how they might affect the softs. In Spain, there was a lot of softs that were used because of how hot Spain was. Now, because of the temperatures, they're not wanting to use the softs in case that they run through them really hard. You got to pay attention pre-practice session 3 to see what their actual pace will be as they're gearing up for qualifying. The second statistical secret is streaks. Bottas is the only driver eligible for a race streak. I'm not going to really talk much about Mercedes and their quali streak, partly because Mercedes has been having some issues with their pace during FP1 and 2. Also, they're way too expensive for it to be worth getting the extra 5 points. Back to Bottas. Engine issues kept him out of free practice session 1. Free practice session 2, it was hard for him to get his car up to speed. You have to pay attention to him. Free practice session 3. If he's able to recover, get in the top 10 that you think for the quali, and then hold on to it for the race, since there's not a lot of passing in Monaco, boom, easy 10 extra points. Here's the issue. If he doesn't seem like he's going to be that way, then maybe you can sub him out for one of the AlphaTauris that are seeming to have enough pace to be in the top 10. Or maybe Ocon, who's been very consistent all season. He's such a sleeper pick. A little bit more expensive than Bottas, though. The third statistical secret is tire pace. I'd like to share with you how the progression of the cars has been compared to last season. Of course, new packages, all new car designs, but we want to see how Monaco can be that outlier as an indication of those changes. Qualifying at Spain 2021, pole position set by Hamilton at a 1:16.7. During the race, they got within 2 seconds of that time for the fastest lap. This year, due to the heat, while at 1:18.7 was set for the pole position, the race, the 1:24, many seconds off. This is now going over the Monaco. Qualifying, you have to realize that because they've got a circuit that doesn't change from year to year, and the cars are pretty big and such, these times are very similar. A 1:10.3 for qualifying and a 1:12.9. Almost a 3-second difference. And now keep that number in mind, 1:10, 1:12, because here we go, free practice session 2, a 1:12.6. So Leclerc is already showing practice pace faster than the race pace at Monaco last season, which means that they could probably get down to the quali pace 2 seconds faster, no problem. Well, if that's the case, then you clearly see an advantage for Ferrari. See then that the Red Bulls are popping in. Then you can look at free practice session 3 when they actually start pushing for their quali pace. Do these times show that jump? If anyone isn't able to make that 2-second jump, then they've got problems. I'd like to promo for you our one race challenge for Monaco. 40 people have already joined. Thanks so much. We just need at least 10 more people to join so we can be submitted into the large leagues for the global scale. And we've been smashing it week after week with having large league top 5 averages for those leagues. And don't forget, if you are one of the top 3 scoring positions, you get your special podium ceremony at the end of the next podcast. So submit your one team, your one chance, your one opportunity to get your name on our orc leaderboard. It's now time for my picks. I switched team 1 down to Ferrari because it's got $1.1 million advantage over team 2. I was very fortunate that Red Bull, they went really close to losing value and then they got it back, but team 2 might keep Red Bull due to my budget constraints. I really can't do much unless I want to switch Albon or Magnussen. As you can see, that will be easy peasy. Give me 3.4 million left over. Because of qualifying being so impactful, Haas's may not lose positions like they traditionally have, which is why Albon had been a better pick. If Magnussen's able to stay out of the wall, holds his position, he'll get solid points. But what about the other option? Let's say we pick one of like Gasly. Nope, over budget. Okay, what about Tsunoda? Tsunoda, of course, is losing value, but if he shows good pace for FP3, then maybe he's an option. The reason why I'm previewing Tsunoda is because of the situation I've got for Team 1. I've already made the thing for Ferrari, but I want to put in Verstappen because moving forward, Verstappen's going to get stronger and stronger, and he's only going to get more expensive. Yes, I understand that I'm overpriced. My budget, if I switch Albon to the cheapest driver on the grid, which is Kevin Magnussen, I am 0.2. I cannot get this lineup. So if I were to switch that and keep Albon, then I have to drop Bottas, pick up Tsunoda. Oh, guess I cannot. 7.4. Oof. That's not worth. The advantage that Verstappen can get compared to Latifi, that's really not worth, especially because Latifi can lose value. I thought I could get Tsunoda. That, like I said, that must have been the second team. I have 3 subs. So next week, I could drop Latifi and then pick up a different driver like Magnussen, but maybe I would just stick with Magnussen since it looks like the Haas is looking better. I'd trust him over Latifi. That's why it's so important to see how Bottas is doing, because Bottas is so worth it if he gets the +10, but that's only if he finishes in the top 10 during the race. If he's having those reliability issues, I could then pick up Verstappen, knowing that the points differential between him and Perez is probably going to outweigh potential that I could get with Bottas, especially moving forward as Verstappen is going to be winning the race or on the podium. And this is where it's also interesting because the team has shown favoritism and prioritizing Verstappen over Perez. And so I wouldn't be surprised if Perez, even though he's showing faster pace than Verstappen, they would do a switcheroo during the race. Well, that's going to be easy points for Verstappen. I'm going to leave that be. If Verstappen is about to go up in value, it's better to get him before he becomes more expensive. Now let me know, put in the comments below your teams, what you're thinking, who you're going with, and of course you can continue the discussion on Twitter or on our Discord. Links in the description below. And there you have it. Thank you for taking this time for the statistical deep dive. It's been a crazy week, long week, tiring week. It's also Memorial Day weekend. A lot of stuff's going on. Trying to make this short and sweet. Don't forget, pay attention to free practice session 3. That is where you're going to get your best information moving forward. Monaco is unlike any other track, and qualifying is going to make the biggest difference compared to any other circuit. And until next time, I'll see you on the pit wall.